Another incredible skill that you have is being able to cultivate relationships. Obviously, you were saying trust has to be earned over time after the investment is made, but to have that initial really great connection to secure the meeting to win the deal. Can you tell us a little bit about the story of Honest Company?
Yeah, so Jessica Alba is based in the co-founder of Honest Company, but we actually met Honest Company through the co-founder Brian Lee. And I met Brian Lee through his first company, a company called ShoeDazzle that he was working with Kim Kardashian. And that was his second company because his first company was LegalZoom, which he was the co-founder there. So he's a prolific serial entrepreneur, and right now I sit on the board of his current company, which is called Arena Club, which he works with their cheetah. Our relationship with the Honest Company really started with Brian as just this extraordinary repeat entrepreneur, just incredible at ideation. He really understands how to work with influencers and celebrities to match their areas of expertise and passion with a brand and product. So, because I think that's that authenticity, that connection is what is necessary for influencer-led and celebrity-led brands. They need to believe in the product. They need to be expert in it. They need to be credible in it to their audience. All those things have to align. You can't take a celebrity and a product, staple together for the best. Like, it really does have to be that authentic alignment. And for Jessica, she had been so vocal as a new mom around the need for natural, toxic chemical-free baby products, skincare products, and so forth, that when she went outside a brand in that direction, it was a very understandable and natural extension of her advocacy work prior to that, that her audience understood it and embraced it immediately. And that's what allowed it to be so resonant.
And then in terms of winning that deal, obviously you had the relationship with her co-founder. What kinds of questions or the kinds of conversations that you had to instill the confidence that you're going to not only take care of their brand, but help them realize their dream?
I think trust is earned, and ShoeDazzle is not a good outcome for us as an investor. And we were co-investors there with some other firms. And I think coming out of that, Brian said, hey, this is a tough situation, lost money to these guys, but Lightspeed were a great team to work with. Even when the chips were down, even when they lost the money, they didn't lose their cool. They didn't get angry. They were supported even at the end when there was nothing in it for them.
Yeah.
So we had built trust with him, and he had built trust with Jessica. And so being able to say, listen, these are guys that I have lived a very difficult situation with them, and they were good, supported investors through the end when there was nothing in it for them. I think that was a large part of why Jessica and Brian chose to work with us again. And I think this is one of the interesting things, which is trust is built in difficult situations. Difficult situations tend to be not always, sometimes you pull out of them, but oftentimes lead to bad outcomes. There's this old adage in venture capital that you build your returns from the success you leave your reputation from the companies that don't work out. That's the trust piece, right? The way that you behave with the companies that don't work out can help you win the next deal, because those people are going to be references, and every successful company will give a good reference for all of their investors, because it's easy to be a supportive investor when the company's doing well. If you get good references from companies that aren't doing well, that I think is a real differentiator, because not everybody is supportive and helpful and kind when things don't go well.
You can turn these, not necessarily failures, but these things that didn't work out, and you can leverage them to position you.
That makes it sound more Machiavellian, and I think it is. It's difficult times revealing character. I think it's a little bit of it's not I'm gonna be nice to you because you're gonna say nice things to my next investment. It's now it sounds really self-aggrandizing. This is who I am.
Yeah.
Right? And that is who that person is, and that is who that person is. And the way they behave exposes character. And the references are trying to get a real read on character. Right? And that's why entrepreneurs should always do reference checks on their potential investors. And they shouldn't just do the references that were provided. They shouldn't just do the references for these successful companies that inbound initiated. They should do reference checks on the companies that don't work out as well. Because most companies will go through tough times.
Exactly.
Right? Even successful ones will go through tough times.
What